Welcome to the channel. Today we are visiting Waterfall Rock Cafe inside Sanjay Ven, which is known for its haunted experience in Delhi. Nature lovers and fellow explorers, we are stepping off the beaten path, quite literally, to experience Sanjay Ven in a way you rarely see it, under the generous embrace of a heavy Delhi monsoon. The city's hustle fades away the moment you step through these gates. Every leaf, every branch, every ancient ruins take off a different hue, a deeper resonance. The air itself feels scrubbed clean, carrying the earthy scent of wet soil and lush growth. It's a symphony of subtle sounds, the pattern of rain on a canopy, and gentle drip from the leaves, and occasional calls of a hidden bird. We entered through gate number 3 of Sanjay Ven. Nearest metro station can be Qutub Minar on Yellow Line or Arkipuram Magenta Line. From here, you can take an auto rickshaw to Sanjay Ven. Entry to Sanjay Ven is often through gate number 3. Timings of the cafe are from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. The safest time to visit Sanjay Ven is between 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and it is also known for its haunted stories throughout ages. Place is known for nature walk, jogging, cycling, bird watching, exploring ancient ruins including parts of the 12th century Kila Rai Pathora, Lal Kot, which is also related to Prithviraj Chauhan and King Angan who invented Delhi. And this is also known for picnics, especially near Neela Horse, a restored lake. Sanjay Ven is a living testament to Delhi's ancient and medieval history and holding significant ecological and archaeological importance. So the moment I got to know about this new Waterfall Rock Cafe, I decided to visit it immediately. And since it started raining very heavily, so it added to the haunted flavor of Sanjay Ven. Overall, I felt I could have a very thrilling experience, and it was already evening when I entered. It was past 4 o'clock. And since it was raining very heavily, so it was a bit calm and less crowded at that time. Sanjay Ven is part of Mehrauli South Central Ridge of Delhi, which is a continuation of the ancient Aravalli Mountains, estimated to be around 1500 million years old. These ancient hills stretch across Gujarat, Rajasthan and Haryana before entering Delhi. The history of the area can be traced back to ancient times when various settlements and civilizations existed around Delhi. The forest likely played a role in supporting agricultural activities and providing natural resources. Now we have almost reached the Waterfall Rock Cafe. I understand it must be a very crazy idea to visit Sanjay Ven Rock Cafe. Waterfall, it's an artificial waterfall done and during the rainy season. Visiting the Rock Cafe in heavy rain is an entirely different experience, almost magical. But first, let's talk about the essentials. Good waterproof shoes should be there with you, and the paths are very slippery. I had my umbrella with me, but it was raining quite heavily, so the umbrella very soon became quite useless. We are almost there and soon we'll hear the roar of the water from the waterfall. On a normal day, the waterfall at the Rock Cafe is charming, but in this downpour, it transforms into something truly spectacular. Especially in a place like Delhi where rainfall is not very often. It feels like an hidden oasis, more raw and natural than ever before. The air is so fresh and it's like the city pollution just vanished within the ruins and with the rain. The cafe itself is a cozy and most and gives a very mystical vibe. There were very few crowds, which means more peace and quite true to get soaked in the rain. A hot cup of chai or a coffee here with the sound of the rain and the gushing water is a pure bliss. It's a reminder that beauty can often be found in the unique intense weather. Every leaf, every branch sparkles with fresh water. You see the details which you may miss on a sunny day. The rich green, the glistening rocks, the misty atmosphere. It was offering a very dramatic backdrop for some unique shots and experience. The paths can be uneven and with the added wetness, always watch your steps and prioritize safety. This isn't the day for running around, it's about slow, mindful exploration. But for those who are prepared and embrace the elements, to visit a rock cafe in heavy rain is an unforgettable experience. It's a testament to Delhi's hidden regional nature and proving that even the heart of the bustling city you can find moments of profound tranquility and wonder, especially when nature decides to put on its most dramatic show. Sanjayban has many medieval experiences and archaeological remains. Killa Rai Pathora and Lal Kot, one of the most significant historical aspects of Sanjayban, is that it contains the ruins of the 12th century Killa Rai Pathora, also known as Lal Kot. This was the first fortified city of Delhi built by the Tomar and the Chauhan kings. Remnants of its fort walls can still be seen within the forest area. This area is also related with Delhi Sultanate and Mughal era. Over the centuries, the area has witnessed the rise and fall of various dynasties, including the Delhi Sultanate and Mughal rule. The forest provided a natural habitat and resources. Several tombs of Sufi saints are scattered throughout Sanjayban, most notably the Dargah of Sufi Saint Qutbuddin Bakhtiar Kaki, dated 1173 to 1235 AD. He was being respected by both Hindus and Muslims and is located nearby, adding to the spiritual and historical depth of this area. There are other monuments too. The forest is dotted with various other medieval structures and an old well dating back to 13th and 14th centuries, which have recently undergone restoration by the Delhi Development Authority. Sanjayban was named after Sanjay Gandhi, the son of former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Killa Rai Pathora is often considered as the first city of Delhi. It holds immense historical significance as the earliest known fortified settlement of the city in the medieval era. Its history is intertwined with the rise of powerful Rajput dynasty and subsequent establishment of the Delhi Sultanate. The foundation of Lal Kot started on 11th century with Tomar dynasty. The story of Killa Rai Pathora begins with Lal Kot, the earliest known defensive structure on the site. Lal Kot was built by Ananglal Tomar I in the 11th century around 1052 to 1060 AD. The Tomars were a Rajput clan who are credited with founding Delhi. They are known as Dhilika or Dhilli. Now, as the rain stopped, we decided to return back because it was already past 6:30, and here, since there were no direction mentioned, once we came out of the cafe, Rock Cafe, Waterfall Rock Cafe, we lost our way and walked 1 kilometer almost inside the forest area. We were lucky we suddenly saw a man who was coming from the opposite direction, and then we asked with him, and we started walking with him, and we returned back to the Rock Cafe, and he showed us the correct way. Lal Kot served as the citadel and the capital of the Tomar rulers. Its walls were substantial with a thickness of 20 feet to 30 feet and a height of 60 feet. It was designed to be a strong defensive position, and the famous iron pillar now in the Qutub Minar complex was originally installed in Delhi during the reign of Ananglal Tomar II. Sorry, his name is Anangpal Tomar II. Later on, Killa Rai Pithora was more expanded in 12th century. It was being done by Chauhan. People also say that Chauhans were the great grandson of the Tomars. In the mid 12th century, the Tomars were overthrown by another powerful Rajput clan, the Chahamanas, led by Prithviraj Chauhan III, also known as Rai Pithora. We kept on walking as we got lost. We were having an idea that we are lost, but nothing can be done. Our GPS was not working. Prithviraj Chauhan later on expanded the existing Lal Kot citadel. He constructed massive bramble walls and ramparts encircling the older fort and creating a much larger fortified city. This expanded city became known as Killa Rai Pithora, deriving the name from his title. Killa Rai Pithora was more than just a fort. It was a sprawling city with a circumference of approximately 6.5 kilometers. It had numerous gates and bastions, with historical accounts mentioning up to 13 gates. The Patan Gate was believed to be the main entrance. After losing our way, we now returned back to the Rock Cafe again, and the person guided us back to gate number 3. The architecture of Killa Rai Pithora showcased a blend of Hindu and Jain styles, as the area was the home to numerous temples before the advent of Islamic rule. Many of these temples were later dismantled and the materials reissued in subsequent constructions. The city of Delhi has got lots of histories too. As we all know, it started with an ancient period of pre-12th century. Indraprastha is the earliest reference to a settlement in Delhi area. Is found in the ancient Sanskrit epic Mahabharata. It mentions Indraprastha, the capital of the Pandavas, believed to have been located around the present-day Purana Killa, old fort area dating back to around 1400 BC. Some archaeological evidences for being found from this grand city of that era is painted grey rare pottery found at Purana Killa suggest ancient human habitation. Mauryan period, that is 300 BC. Some archaeological findings, including an Ashokan inscription near Srinivaspuri discovered in 1966, indicate Delhi was a vast part of Mauryan Empire. Then comes the Tomar dynasty, 8th century to 12th century AD. The Tomar Rajputs are generally credited with founding the earliest historical cities of Delhi. Anangpal Tomar I is believed to have established Lal Fort around 1052 AD, which served as a fortified capital. Tomar kings had also built a dam, and they also have some evidences near Surajkund pond. There is also a sun temple made by them. And near Surajkund pond, they have also built a Surajkund Sun temple. Chauhan dynasty ruled from 12th century AD. After that, Delhi Sultanate started from 1206 to 1526 AD. There were Delhi sultans like Qutbuddin Aibak, Alauddin Khilji, Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, Muhammad ibn Tughlaq, Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Then comes the Lodi dynasty, and after that it was taken by Mughal Empire between 1526 to 1857 AD. After that started the British rule. Now it was almost time for me to return back, and we all enjoyed the Delhi monsoon inside Sanjay Ban and the Waterfall Rock Cafe. On our way, while returning back, we had aloo paratha and some limbu sodas from